Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one captain has, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
To throw is Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Henderson will try to run for the first. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Henderson.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's into the hands of Dwelly. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Over right there at the 22-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, When you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brings up second and
So
10.
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A shotgun snap for Gone. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Complete to Deebo Samuel.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Down 49ers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Airing it out deep for and got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On second down, it's Henderson, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
at their own 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Mullins pass. Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in.
First down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Goff on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Nick Mullins, sack.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Brings up
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
From the red zone now, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Into the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing again on second down. Goff, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They're in a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Pass incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Webster now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a first down throw. Gone. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just as the clock will run. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coleman now. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
He was brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I'm just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 7 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Jerick McKinnon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to be taking marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 20.
2nd down, McKinnon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white
Waving the
flag
white, I
and
was
just
just
want to
gonna
get
say
out of
that.
here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Kerry Hyder brought him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Goff going to get this to Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down.
That's good.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Open man is born. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. The quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 24-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant.
Mullins pass.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trent Taylor there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Yeah, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, I mean,
Obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On first down, Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First and 10.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 46. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Darrell Henderson.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Niners' 42-yard
From the gun again to Henderson.
Darrell Henderson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's third and 3. This pass complete to Reynolds. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Akers, he coughs it up.
Is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down, it's Henderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6 from the 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And San Francisco
Francisco gets set to go here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards the pick up there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll have a first down, 1-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
Going right back to Akers. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Eric Armstead brought him down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.